You can turn business credit cards into cash fast, and it's totally legal. There are so many expenses that you can't pay with credit cards, like vendors, contractors, equipment manufacturers, old school businesses, or small businesses that just don't accept that form of payment. Also, you can improve your cash flow and have peace of mind knowing you have cash reserves for unexpected business expenses, or to hold some extra money to leverage into another part of your business. Those are both good reasons to turn your business credit cards into cash. I'll show you 3 ways that it can be done, but there's one way that I prefer most of all because it gives you access to 100% of your credit limit, and it has the lowest fees of them all. So first is the cash advance method. With this method, you'll be able to go to most ATMs, insert your credit card, and then you'll be able to withdraw a certain percentage of your available limit. But there are some big caveats to using this method. So let's go over it. Okay, so this is just an example from US Bank. And so if you look here in the fine print, it says the introductory rate does not apply to cash advances. So if there's some sort of 0% intro APR, it doesn't apply to cash advances. If you look here, it says the variable APR for cash advances is 29.99%. That is the absolute maximum that most credit card issuers are going to charge you as an interest rate. Regardless of whatever interest rate that you get when you sign up for your business credit card, the cash advance rate is going to be significantly higher than that. I think the average interest rate right now is about 20%. So this is 10% above that. If you also look here, it says cash advance fee is 5% of each advance, and the minimum can only be $10. If you choose the cash advance method, not only are you going to be paying a 5% fee, I call it a processing fee, you're going to be paying a much higher, significantly higher APR at about 30%. And then you won't get access to any sort of introductory bonus, interest rate. It's just going to be a lot higher. So this is like the worst method to use to turn your credit into cash. Also, you got to know there's actually no grace period when you use cash advance for most cards. So you know how you were going to normally have a 21 to 25 day grace period to pay that card off? You start accruing interest from the day that you take out the advance. So I'm logged into my business account with US Bank, and you can see right here, the cash advance is $750. But here's the thing, I have a $3,000 available credit limit. So I'm only able to use 25%. And so what you'll see is that most cards are going to only allow you to use between 20 to 30% of that limit. So you're not even going to be able to get access to your total available limit. So the second method is the balance transfer method. And so what's going on here is that you will use your first business card to make any purchases that you want. You can max it out. So if you have a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 limit, you can use it to buy equipment, inventory. You can use it to buy a vehicle or a van to do deliveries. And so you max that card out, and then you will immediately go and apply for a new credit card that has a 0% intro APR for purchases, but also balance transfers. And so what that will allow you to do is take that second card with the 0% intro APR, and you can transfer the balance from the old business card to your new business credit card that you signed up for. And so just take a look at this US Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa business card. And so this is nice. I actually signed up for this. It comes with a $500 cash back intro bonus, but the essential thing that it comes with is a low APR. It says your 0% intro APR introductory rate applies to purchases and balance transfers. After 15 billing cycles, it adjusts to a variable APR, currently ranging from 18 to 27%. So with this card, you'll be able to get 15 months of 0% interest on the money that you spent on the first business card. There are numerous problems with this method. First is that you have to apply for a new card, and you have to pre-plan in advance your strategy. And this is only available to do one at a time. Okay, so once you max the card out, you can't rinse and repeat this. You're going to hit a brick wall because you can only sign up for, maybe one card at a time. and you're only going to have like a month, 30-day window to get the job done. So if you take a look at the fine print, it says transfers made within 30 days of account opening and it's valid for 15 billing cycles. So you are going to get hit with a 3% fee, but at least it's going to be a lot lower than just using a cash advance. Another problem with this method is you're really not getting access to liquid cash because you do have to use a credit card to make the transactions. Even though you do get access to the entire available limit, you still have to make the transactions with vendors and contractors that normally take these credit cards. And there's a lot of personal cards that are available for balance transfers as well. Now, if you decide to go the personal card route and you try to transfer that balance from the business card to a personal card, that's going to really tank your credit utilization. It's going to shoot that up, which is in turn going to lower your credit score on the personal side. So you definitely want to watch out for that. Let me tell you a good reason why I want access to my Amex credit limit. So recently I got an estimate to put up lights, run wiring, put new outlets in my home office. And so I got a electrician to come and give me an estimate, and it was about $1,300. So since that electrician wants to get paid in either a bank transfer or with a physical check, I can use a payment service called Melio to generate that for him, but I can still use my Amex Blue Business Cash Card. And so if you take a look here, I'm gonna go into schedule a payment, and then I can go to add a bill manually. And I start typing in his electric company, and I just go to Popkin Electric. Then I type in the amount that I wanna send, one-time payment. I can make the bill due in a week, and then save and schedule payment. Now here it gives me a few options. I already have my Amex as my default payment method. And so up here, I can pay with my Amex card and there's a 2.9% fee attached. I can also pay with my business checking account or a debit card. The checking account is going to be completely free, but since I want to pay with a credit card, I'll be issued that 2.9% fee. I can actually set up partial payments. And with this, I can enter a different amount. And then I can actually pay with other credit cards. I can pay with a checking account, and I can actually pay them together to make up the whole amount of the $1,300. So I just want to show you guys the Blue Business Cash Card comes with a 2% cash back on all purchases. So effectively with using Melio, and that's a 2.9% fee, I'm still getting that 2% cash back. So effectively, I'm only being charged 0.9% on the transaction. And here's why that's still a good deal. If you're super concerned with cash flow and you just need that 30-day plus float, then it could be really beneficial to you to use a payment method like this so you get access to all that credit that you already have for your business. And take a look at this. The interest grace period is going to be 21 days from the closing date. Potentially, if you make the payment on the first day of your billing cycle, there's 29 days in your billing cycle. So 29 plus 21 days, you essentially have 50 days approximately to make the payment. Just think about how much inventory you could buy or supplies that you need to work with a particular client. You'd be able to do the job and then even wait for them to pay you and have that payment settle into your account before you even need to pay for these supplies. Another way that this is different than the earlier methods is that you can pay for reoccurring purchases or invoices with different vendors. So if you have something that's happening on a monthly basis, you'll be able to set this up for automatic payments with your credit card. So something you really need to know is what cards can you use to make these payments? So it's pretty expansive. If you take a look, you can use American Express, of course, but you can also use Visa. But the exception is they cannot be Visa consumer credit cards. You can use MasterCard and Discover. Another big deal is going to be when are the payments going to arrive to the business that you're trying to pay. And so what services and businesses can you pay for with the Melio platform? And so you can actually pay for rent, which is huge. So if you have a landlord for your business, then you can pay rent with this service. You can pay taxes, utilities, software as a service, and app-based expenses, franchising and operating expenses, legal expenses. That's going to be huge, right? Because if you have a law firm on retainer, those charges can rack up quickly. You can pay for accounting and bookkeeping, freelancers, inventory, professional services, maintenance services. Now they might not be updated to, this decade. And so they might require you to send them physical checks or bank transfers. Also, donations, employee reimbursements, that's huge. Also, the allowable purchases that you can make with the credit card payment method is going to be credit card issuer specific a little bit. There's a lot of overlap between the credit card issuers on what they allow, but some of them have to be specific. So if you look at Amex, you can pay for education, government, utilities, professional services, business services, inventory, construction, and membership clubs, real estate agents and managers, and rental and utilities. After reviewing so many other competitors, I haven't found a service that will let you sign up for free and then let you pay as you go like Melio does. Every other service requires some sort of monthly payment or yearly payment just to get in the door and start using it. And they still apply a processing fee just like Melio does. So the nice thing is that they let you in the door to sign up for free. The main rival that Melio had was Plastique, but it was just in the news, and you can see it right here. Plastique files for bankruptcy as fintech troubles mount. So who knows how long their doors are going to be open for, and you're going to be able to use their service. So I think it might be good for your business to migrate over to Melio if you're already using Plastique. Again, this service is completely free to sign up for, and you can just pay as you go for what you use. I'll have a link down below if you're interested. It's just another tool in your kit that you can use in a pinch or strategically to pay different vendors and different contractors how they want to be paid. Using your business credit cards to make payments improves your business credit scores because that good payment history is reported as a financial account to your business credit report. But that's only half of the battle because you need to have good history reported for vendor accounts as well. Having 5 vendors is usually recommended, so check out this video next where I'll walk you through 24 net 30 vendor accounts, some of which even report to multiple business bureaus for free. Thank you for watching.